with a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome back to the Tobago Updates morning show, coming to you here live from the Port Mall, Scarborough, Tobago. It is 7:19 a.m. And as we welcome you back, we are preparing to head on into our interview this morning with John Arnold, CEO of the Tobago Festivals Commission Limited. And you know, everyone wants to hear the Festivals Commission. Everyone wants to hear tourism now, because we're in March, Brittany, and
Yes,
we're talking jazz. Good morning and welcome to you, Mr. John Arnold.
Good morning, John. How are you doing today?
Morning, everybody. Morning.
All right.
Good morning.
Yes, so we're hearing you loud and
Yes,
clear.
we are.
We're happy to welcome you on set this morning. We saw some names, and let's start from there. Yesterday, March 1st. So Carnival ended just about a week or so ago, and the uproar started. When are they going to deliver the names
Yes,
to
even
jazz?
before March started, right?
We wait until late again. Clearly, we saw that apparently the intent was to work with the March 1st in terms of the delivery. So let's start from there with the reveal. Is that all? Can we anticipate more?
Yeah, so I mean, what happened yesterday was that the advertisement we had in the Caribbean Beat actually came out, and so we anticipated that once that was out, we basically had what was called a kind of soft launch. But the official launch will take place next week, Tuesday, and I don't want to preempt that. I want us to all look forward to Tuesday, 4 o'clock. We're going to launch officially the TJE, the return, Jazz the Return. And so far, I know some of the artists have already been revealed. Boyz II Men, Coffee. We also have Richie Spice, Everton Blender, and from Trinidad already everybody knows the jazz buffs all know that. People like Vonette Bigfoot, who has a huge following and who also happens to be one of those local jazz personalities. We also have two great jazz personalities in Theron Shaw, Tony Paul, and from Tobago, Sharon Phillip. So we have those right now that are going to be out, but look forward to next week, Tuesday, when we'll have the official launch. And as I said, I don't want to preempt that in any way.
People have also been clamoring for persons like Chronix and Bruno Mars. So are they also in the budget, or are we going to have to wait and see before we continue?
Well, I mean, you know, on Facebook, you have several comments all the time, you know. But I think people who are not in planning, of course, it's an easy thing to say. People who know the business, to afford Bruno Mars, you better have $4 million US kind of hanging somewhere. So I think it's good to make those wishes. And, you know, not only Chronix, they have several persons we'd love to have. Several. We'd love to have Usher. We'd love to have Alicia Keys. We'd love to have Sade. We'd love to have several people. But I think, as everything else, we want to stay within the budget. And again, the aim of the festival is to bring people to the island, much more than music. We have so much to offer in Tobago. That's much more than the music, right? So I think that's the attempt to bring people to us, right? And to
All right. So
yes.
Yeah, we would have had a little break there, and very interesting. You know, the lineup of artists.
The cast is the cast is definitely something that's interesting.
Certainly seeing the feedback coming in, because I think there were particular expectations.
yeah. Sorry
All
about
right.
that.
Yes, we're
Yes.
back.
So I see that you're back with us.
Yeah, I had a little disruption there on the line.
All
So
right.
I think, in a nutshell, the way we are, and the team that worked assiduously and in collaboration with several of the other agencies, from DotCat, TTAL, TPAT, etc. And we are. I can assure you that it's going to be a good festival. I think the last time I heard this kind of buzz yesterday, I had to literally stop answering my phone. And the last time we had this kind of buzz, I can recall here with John. And I don't know, the buzz is just kind of crazy, but I think we have to ride with it. And I think look forward to really having a lot of people come to Tobago. And again, this is all tourism.
Okay.
John, for the benefit of our viewers that are not as active on social media, I want you to walk us through the idea or the lineup for the days just a bit in terms of where would we be. I trust that those decisions have been made. The period for a Jazz 2023 is Thursday the 20th Thursday the 20th of... Yes?
But Julian, you're still preempting my launch. You're not giving me the opportunity to do that launch on the 7th at all. You want me to give you everything today.
So probably we should just finalize the date.
I think the
20th
reveal...
to the 23rd.
But isn't just a
right,
question
so the 20th is a Thursday.
Right.
That's going to be the gospel jazz. The Saturday will be Space Eye Jazz, right? And that will be more the gay world music. And then we have Sunday, the international night. That's where it is. And let's wait for the great reveal, the details, the prices, everything on Tuesday.
All right.
Certainly not a problem at all.
How that sounds, Julian?
Viewers, you see, you got the days lined up here only on Tobago updates.
Well, that is true. So we're grateful for that.
So the target, the continued target for this year, John, just as a quick reminder, we're still reaching out heavily to our Trinidad and international. Give us a little insight into those efforts at this time with the coordinated agencies.
Yeah, well, I mean, at this time, because you have a festival that has a name and it has, the jazz following is one that's known, but the research has indicated that over 65 to 70% of visitors for Tobago Jazz comes from the domestic market in Trinidad. And I think that will continue. The efforts will continue through the regional and the international markets for all those jazz followers and people who follow festivals. And I think just the idea of jazz returns, I think is really something that augurs well. Already I'm getting calls already from New York, from Atlanta, of persons who are already saying, oh, we are back. So I think even though the numbers, we can't predict that at this time, what we have to do is really work hard to make sure all the various agencies are lined up to support this effort of bringing people to Tobago, this wonderful paradise.
All right, thank you there. Thank you there so much. John Arnold, CEO of the Tobago Festivals Commission. And just as a reminder, folks, the official media launch takes place next week. Tuesday it is, John?
Correct. On the 7th.
Do we have a time?
Yeah.
All right, so next week, Tuesday, and remind us of the time.
4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
So it's next week,
and it's
Tuesday
going to be live streamed, everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. So it's next week, Tuesday at 4 p.m. And we're going to get the full lineup running from the period of Tuesday 20th to Sunday 23rd April. So we got to lock in those dates. It's Tobago Jazz, as it is officially termed. This is the return. And certainly the expectations are extremely high. Thank you very much, John Arnold, CEO, for joining us here.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, at the Tobago Updates morning show. Viewers, Brittany, there's excitement.
There is.
There is excitement.
I saw some comments from persons who was like, okay, you can't be single for jazz because, of course, you will be listening to Boyz II Men, you'll be listening to Coffee, you'll be listening to so many people, Richie Spice, you'll be thinking, wow, this is going to be very much an eventful time. So it's just a wait, as John said, about what exactly the lineup is going to be, how everything is going to be, and how much it's going to cost, because that is also a factor in preparing for jazz. And even knowing that he would have mentioned that the domestic market is who we are going to be focusing on. They would need to know how they're getting their flights. Of course, Cal needs to make sure and step up their air bridge and all these different logistic factors to make sure that we have a very successful jazz experience, the return.
Yes, you say, Cal, and I'm just, concerned. The ratings are still not up there for me just
Yes.
yet. And you know, I'd love us. I really hope that Carl is able to step up to the plate enough. We'd like you, for those of you listening out there, yes, and I know Caribbean Airlines Limited, Carl,
Yes.
you are listening. We'd love to have you on the Tobago Updates morning show. Let's talk about the strategy and the plan to really be able to actively support. To be able to support the upcoming festivals as scheduled for this period here in Tobago. Notably, just in case you're not aware, Carl, Easter and the Tobago Jazz Festival, major activities and events happening
in 1 month.
in Tobago. So we'll
Exactly.
certainly be connecting, and we're looking forward to that opportunity. Viewers, we want to thank you so much for continuing to choose the Tobago Updates morning show. And for those of you joining us online, remember this is your opportunity to share the live, share the live, share the live.